Today I'm about to show you how I made a vision board that not only changed my life, but it helped me to become a millionaire in less than a year. This is the only vision board that has ever worked for me and has gotten me just about everything that I've ever put on it. So no matter what your goals are right now, whether you also want to become a millionaire, or if you want to be healthier, if you want a closer relationship with God, or if you just want to be happy, I'm telling you, this vision board can help you to reach your goals. And I'm going to be going through all of the steps that you need to make sure that you do this right so that it will actually work. What's up, guys? This is Monique and welcome back to the channel. I am back with the news that you definitely can use. But first, if you are new here, hello, bonjour, hola, aloha, konnichiwa, wagwan, shalom, assalamu alaikum, jambo, namaste. So let me first start by telling you this. I have tested just about every single vision board that you can think of. I have created vision boards on bulletins, I have created vision boards on posters, and for the most part, those usually end up in my closet. I've also made vision boards in binders and they end up on my bookshelf. I have made index card vision boards, and honestly, I can't even tell you what those index cards are. But the only vision board that has worked for me, the only one that literally keeps me on task and has helped me to get just about everything that I wanted, that I put on it, is the one that's right here on my phone. And let me tell you why this thing is so powerful. It's because your phone is the one thing that you are most likely to have on you at all times. In fact, if you are watching me right now from your phone, go down to the comments below and say, I'm watching from my phone. But the true power that came from this type of vision board, the reason that it helped me to get all of the things that I've wanted, including becoming a millionaire, it's because of the fact that you are constantly exposed to your vision. Every single time you unlock your phone, every single time you receive an alert and you look at that phone, you will be looking at your vision. And that right there will create repetition, and your mind will start to absorb those images and messages, even though you may not even be intentionally reading them when you are unlocking your phone or answering phone calls or looking at alerts. It acts as visual cues to your mind, and that is what will start to draw you closer to the things that you put on it, the things that you want. And you'll be doing things and don't even know why or realize it's because you're constantly seeing the things that you want. I'm telling you, there is so much power in doing it this way. I'm not saying that every other way is wrong, because if a poster board works for you, then that's good. However, this right here has worked for me. It has worked for many people that I know that use it. So if you're going to do this, be careful what you ask for, because you just might get it. So now I'm about to show you how easy it is to make this for your phone. And of course, we are going to be doing this for free using Canva. So when you are first logged into Canva, you're going to get to this screen right here, and we want to come to the top to create a design. And then we're going to go down to the bottom for custom size, and the size that will work for a phone is going to be 1080 by 1920. And you want to make sure right here it says PX. So this right here is going to be your blank canvas to create your vision. And so the first thing we are going to do is look for a background for this. So we're going to go over here to the side and click elements. Now when I do this, I think of a theme for the year with my colors. And a lot of people don't realize that colors actually play on your mind. So one of the things that I want this year to bring is peace, is growth. I want health and success. And one of the colors that is attached to all of those things is green. So over here under elements, I typed in green aesthetics, and then I'm going to just hit CO. And you can actually look under graphics, or you can look under photos, and I'm going to go through and see which of these backgrounds I really like, what really connects with me. And this is the one that I chose to use, and so I'm just going to then stretch it and make it fit the entire screen. And you don't have to choose a green background. You just need to think about what kind of year you want. If you want happiness, you might want to use bright colors like yellow. If you want that luxury lifestyle this year, then you might want to choose royal colors like purple. If you want a powerful year, then you might use some kind of black background. But once you have that figured out and you choose your background, the next most important thing that I always do, what actually activates this vision board and make it so powerful, is that I find a scripture to stand on for the entire year. It's going to be something that upholds me every time I feel like I'm falling. And my scripture this year is going to be 3 John verse 2. Beloved, I wish above all things that you may prosper and be in health, even as your soul prospereth. So I just come over here to this text tab, and then you can just scroll through and see what type of font you like. And then what I'm going to do is type in that verse. You don't have to use a scripture if you don't want to. You can just find some type of powerful quote, but you need something that's going to remind you of what you're doing. And then I'm going to downsize it, and I want that to be the center of it all, because that right there is the key to everything that I'm doing. Now you can just keep it this way if you want to, or if you want it to kind of stand out and pop, you can add a background behind it, and you'll do that again by going to the elements. Of course, you're going to look again for things that kind of match what you're doing. So the next part is going to be where we go and look for all of the photos that we want to add to our vision board. And you can do this several different ways. I'm going to just really be using photos that's already in Canva. You can also just Google and download photos, or you can use a free website called Pexels, or you can use Pixabay. But the most important thing when it comes to this is actually choosing the right photo. You want to make sure it represents what you really want. You have to get really specific here, and I'm going to tell you why. Again, I got just about everything that I wanted on my vision board. As you can see right here, one of the things that I put is health. And every doctor I went to last year, I had a clean bill of health. Blood work came back beautiful. Blood pressure is excellent. Like, everything was looking really good. But when I put health on my vision board, I didn't really mean just have a clean bill of health. I actually wanted to get in shape. I wanted to lose weight, but I just put health. And guess what? I got just what I put. So when you are choosing photos, make sure, again, it represents the end result that you actually want. So just to show you really quickly how you can choose your photos on here, again, you're going to go to the element, and then you can type in whatever you want. Like I said, I wanted to lose weight, and then look at that. She looked very skinny. I can use her right here. You can click see all again, go through all of the photos, but you see how this actually, when you see it, you think weight loss. And just FYI, when you are going through your photos, if they have this little crown in the corner and it says pro, that's going to be photos that can only be used with the paid plan. I have a paid plan, but we're trying to keep this free for everyone. So if you go to other photos that don't have that, then you can use those without any type of issue. But I think I'm going to just click on this one right here. And I already kind of went through and looked up all of the photos that I want just for the sake of time. So at this point, all I'm going to do is just go through and add them. Just resize them, make some bigger, some smaller. It's really no method to my madness. I'm just playing on what looks nice when I look at it. Now, another thing I typically do is I like all of my photos to feel like they're connected. Like, all of these are different aspects and parts of me, but it still make up a whole. And you could actually type in connect, or you can type in line. I'm going to put connect, and I'm going to look under the graphics and see what I like. I kind of like this bow right here, but I'm also going to, before I stretch it, I'm going to change the color of it by going up here. I want to make it light. I'm going to connect it all here. Make sure it's touching all of the things on here. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to hit these 3 dots and I'm going to send it back. I'm going to go to layer and I'm going to send it back. So one of the almost last things that I do, I like to add little words as well, because you don't want to just put pictures. Pictures are great. You also want words. Words that mean something, words that are going to stick with you and is going to remind you of what you want when you see it. So I'm going to first go to elements, and I'm going to look for a banner that's green, because you also want to stay in your color scheme. And I like this one right here. it kind of pops out. I like that. It's going to make it stand out and it's going to catch my attention. That's what it's all about, getting stuff that's going to grab your attention. You just want to make sure you put it on the things that if you look at the picture, it may not do enough for you. You need to also see that word too. Like again, this time, because I want to lose weight this year, I'm going to come over here to the text. I'm going to look for a text that I like, and I'm going to type lose weight. And I'm going to also come up here to the top, and I'm going to change the text color to white. And when you're like putting your pictures and everything where you want it to go, make sure you don't come all the way to the edge, because sometimes when you upload your wallpaper, it may cut off the edge. So make sure you come in just a little bit. And so from this point, I'm just going to go through, I'm going to grab the banner, and I'm going to add the words that I want to the rest of it. So once we get everything in place and labeled the way that we want it, then we're basically done. All we have to do is add to it vision board, and then we need to make sure we put the year as well. And you can either add that through text, or you can actually go to the elements and you can type in 2024, and they have many different styles for you to choose from in here. And the last thing I usually like to do is add a calendar, just to remind myself that first and foremost, one of the most precious things we have is time, and to not take it for granted, and to remind myself that all of my goals are for this year. And for this one, I actually had to Google a calendar and just save it and then come back over here and upload it, because they didn't really have a full year calendar here in Canva. And at this point, y'all, we are done. The only thing you have to do now is go up here to the share button, and then we're going to click download. We'll keep it as PNG, and we'll hit download again. Then I'm going to send it over to my phone, and this is what it's going to look like. So I hope that this has helped you out. I want to remind you that even though we set goals for a year, we may not always achieve them in that year. Don't be hard on yourself. As long as you are working towards your goals, that's all that matters. Sometimes our goals can even change, and that's okay too. But I am praying that whatever your heart desires this next year, that you receive it. I am praying for a prosperous year for you in all areas of your life. I'm looking forward to sharing more journeys with you. And if you have not liked this video, please go ahead on and like it for me, because that helps me out. Other than that, I thank you so much for watching. And until next time, we are out. Peace.